everybody, I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading for you. Pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a Psychic Tarot interpretation. We'll see what comes out of the cards. I like to have a little vision first, and you can pick more than one number if you would like. Alrighty, so let's rock and roll and see what we can see. I'll go to the board now. Where are we? Everything's moved. Great. Here we go. All right. We're doing card number 1. Card number 1. Closing my eyes. What do I see? Okay, this is a bit strange. I see a candle and it's lit, and I often think about a lit candle. It's hopes and dreams, but it's horizontal. But the flame's still going upwards into the air, up into heaven, so to speak. So it doesn't matter what angle you put yourself at, whether you're horizontal or vertical, it doesn't matter. Your hopes and dreams, you might think are sort of getting a bit mangled, or they're not turning out, or they're not going in the direction you would like. But this is basically saying that your hopes and dreams are going to find their own direction regardless of, what your position in space is. And the universe sort of, what would you say? It feels, it hears, it understands. I'll say she understands your intent, okay, of what you want. So don't get too caught up on the details about it. Just send them out there and Spirit will oblige in heavenly timing, not your timing. Okay, let's see what comes out. The card is the 7 of Swords. Okay, I actually don't mind this card. A lot of people don't like this card. It used to be called the Thief in the Night card because, in the old days, I don't know why, they tend to have really sort of negative connotations, but I see it more positively than that. You may have been in a difficult situation where somebody was stealing your confidence, your self-esteem, or even your money or possessions as well. Yes, it can be quite physical, but it's not just physical things that have been stolen from you. But this is showing that, you see, she's moving away. She's looking back at the past. Now, here's the clue. You've got to be careful that you don't get stuck in the past, okay? Look to where you're going. If you're walking and you're not looking where you're going, what do you think is going to happen, okay? So look to where you're going and keep your mind on the present. Don't get stuck back in the past, okay? That's the trick. But see all these swords, these are ideas, and these 2 ideas have been plunged into the ground. That means they have been made physically manifest. So it's all about manifesting your ideas. You might have got a lot of ideas back in the day when you went through these difficult circumstances. And now you can physically ground those into practical reality and make them physical. Now, here's an interesting thing. There's a dog here and a fire here. So some sort of motivation is required and some sort of blessing from spirit or spiritual energy is required. But this dog curled up, it's sort of like home and half. You mightn't be in your forever home at the moment, but you're working your way towards it, basically. So this dog, it's about security, it's about loyalty and affection. And, with these tents, these are the chakras opening, but sometimes they do indicate travel. Okay, travel could be on the cards. But dog also can mean home and hearth. So you're moving in a much better direction now. The bright yellow is positive. It's the solar plexus. It's about ultimate success. Gradual success doesn't happen in 5 minutes, okay? Be persistent and determined and you'll get there. That's number 1. Number 2. Never noticed that dog before. Isn't that interesting? Number 2. Let me focus on that. Oh gosh, I'm in space, but it's like the future. It's a bit like George Jetson, the Jetsons, the cartoon. You may not remember it if you're under, say, 50, mid-50s. Meet George Jetson. Okay. But it's very futuristic. it's very modern. Okay, so again, it's saying, in a sense, don't get caught back in the past. Okay, look to the future and keep your mind on the present. Card that comes up is the Seven of Pentacles. This is about your finances. Patience is required. I know it's hard. You've planted the seeds for finances. You've been taking some action, but you know the plants are just going to grow at their own rate. These money trees here, they will grow at their own rate, and all you can do is nurture them and look after them and get on with your life. Okay, so money will come, but patience is required. Sometimes I think there's a little bit of sacrifice required in that you look after them and you're not getting anything back for a time. So you might invest a lot of energy or even money into something and nothing comes back for a time. But it's saying, you know, just be patient. This is part of the cycle. Okay, all good things come to those who wait. Number 3, card number 3. What do I see? Okay, I see a strand of DNA, but it's also a ladder. So your ancestry gives you the ability to overcome any difficulties. Not only have you inherited some difficulties, but you've also inherited the ladder in order to overcome those difficulties. Okay, and I'm not just talking about physical things. Yeah, you know, you might have dark hair and brown eyes, and you know that's what you physically inherited, but there's also emotional and spiritual energies that you've inherited, you know, but you have the ability to overcome those. So let's have a look. The card that comes up is the King of Swords. This is all about cold, hard, analytical logic, logical thought. You have this, you know, so again, some people don't like this card, but it is a tool to be able to think logically. You just have to make sure you don't overdo it. This king here is sitting on a diamond with a diamond at the back here. So diamonds are formed from heat and pressure. He has been through a hell of a time to get to where he's at. But the issue can be that he is a bit ruthless because he doesn't run his opinions or his mouth. He's not running it through a human heart before he actually speaks his words. His words might be 110% correct, but it's the way that he does it. So try to be kind. But we all need this energy. There's a lot of butterflies here that brings new life. The King of Swords has a lot of power. The trick is not to allow your mind to get stuck in, you know, believing that logic and thinking and intellect are the most important things. They're not at all. That's just one realm, and we have different realms that we operate in according to Carl Jung. There's the realm of feelings, like physical feelings, like touch. For example, there's a spiritual world, and there's, you know, that's very important for motivation, and this intellectual world as well. So it's one realm. It's not everything. Okay. In Western societies, we tend to put science. There was this tendency to put science above everything else, but lately people have turned their back on science, and I don't agree with that either, because it's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You need to have the balance of all of the realms. So that's super important. Okay, and emotions is the other realm. Your emotions, very important, and often they get neglected, or people think that if you're emotional, it's less than, it's like regarded as being inferior, which is total rubbish, because they're all equally valid. Okay, number 4. What do I see? Big diamond here. Oh, it's a tiara. And it's diamonds, but it's almost like they're cut into the shapes of flowers, which I've never seen before. And so a lot of crown energy coming through, spiritual energy coming through the crown chakra, and pay attention to it. It's very, very valuable, this energy that's coming through your crown chakra this week. And so you could get some brilliant ideas as well. but spiritually you are evolving, and Spirit is very happy with your progress if you pick card number 4. And it's the 10 of Cups, okay? All about your emotions, and again, home and hearth, nurturing, looking after other people, especially children. And everybody is like a child in some respect, okay? We're not all developed in every area of our being. You know, if you get me in the kitchen, I'm certainly like a child with the oven. It's not my thing at all. So, you know, we have different levels of maturity. And this is all about looking after other people, but it's important that you look after yourself as well, and you look after your inner child. 10 of Cups, beautiful, peaceful, kind, loving, affectionate energy around you this week. Now, number 5 is alive. What do I see for number 5? Okay, what are these little silvery type tendrils coming down from space onto the planet that I can see? Almost gossamer thin, like sort of like cobwebs, but there's silver. I feel like it's the divine feminine coming through in these little tendrils. You have to be receptive and, you know, really tuned into the subtle energies to see the way the divine feminine is actually working upon the planet. Because if we just look with our human eyes, and you look at the news, for example, then you'll be thinking, where's the divine feminine in all of this horror and terror and corruption? But she's weaving a web, you see, and with these fine silvery tendrils, you can't necessarily see it very easily. But, you know, the spider's web is very strong. Each little strand is, you know, stronger than you think. So yeah, you may not see it easily, but the feminine is there doing her thing, and those people who are doing the wrong thing are going to get caught in the spider's web. You know, spiders can eat other spiders, so it's not going to be pleasant for anybody involved in corruption. Okay, let's have a look. The Queen of Cups, absolutely beautiful energy coming through from the subconscious here, the water, the beautiful blues and greens and aqua. Blue and green shouldn't be seen unless there's a colour in between. What a load of rubbish that was. They used to drill that into my head at school in the 1960s. It was just ridiculous, because blue and green, especially, you know what I like? I still like that navy colour with the lime green accents. I like that. I like aqua. And this is about speaking your truth. It's the blue, speaking your truth. And it's also the green of the heart chakra, which is speaking about the things that you love, okay, the things that you value. These seagulls up here taking a big picture view, but she is channeling her subconscious energy, and because she's on the shore, just on the edge of the shore in the ocean, she's making these things physical. See the shell here and here. It's all about your emotions. It's beautiful. It's contentment, peacefulness, just lovely. Okay, and your emotions are a way to get you closer to spirit. It's through your being emotional that you become more aware of the spiritual realm. So it's actually a good thing. Interestingly, there's no major arcana here, which is surprising. And we have a queen and a king. Queen of Cups and King of Swords are almost directly opposite or diametrically opposed in one way, but they complement each other. Okay, you need both. Swords, Pentacles and Cups. So, you know, it's interesting there's no major arcana this week, so you might be just focused on doing your normal everyday type of thing, and not too worried about the big picture. But if you pick card number 5, then do give it some thought. Alrighty, so that's it, everyone. I hope this is useful for you. Thank you for watching. Catch me on Facebook as well. Come over to Absolute Soul Secrets. That would be fabulous. Like the page. I would really appreciate that. Have a fabulous week, everyone, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.